put y'all down right here real fast, and I'm gonna explain a little thing that not very many people talk about, but they do have a couple videos on YouTube that talk about it a little bit, but don't get real depth into it. And that is really how to be an airsoft sniper. There's a bunch of different guns that you can get. You can get a spring airsoft gun, but what I like to use, and a bunch of other people like to use too, but I like to use it for a different reason. I like to use an AEG as my airsoft sniper. Why? I'll get to that in 1 minute. They both have their downfalls. One downfall on the AEG is they usually come with a high cap mag. That's rattling around. You can't fix that. All you gotta do is take you a little bit of bed covering, and I'll show you how to do that, and just tape it around it or sew it on there where it'll come easy slip on and easily slip off. But don't slip off while you run it. You want it pretty good and snug on there, and that'll break that. Your spring don't have that. It has a 20 round clip that goes in there, and it don't shake. BBs don't rattle. But another downfall of your AEG, it needs a battery. So you'll have to get probably an extra battery. And but the bad thing about this, you'll probably have to get some more extra mags for this one. That means more bullets, you'll have to have 2 or 3 speed loaders to speed them up, so your shells up real fast. But the good thing about this thing is, it can go all day with just one spring. Now, why I use my AEG is actually pretty good reasons. Most of the time, sometimes when I'm playing in the backyard or I am going to an airsoft war, most of the times I've had accidents a little happen around here and there, about where you'll have one dude sitting out there about 75, 100 feet. You'll be dead on him. 5 more freaking dudes come out there, and I got a freaking bolt action. Well, I was sitting in a good spot, shot one of them, shot the other one, and they just didn't know where I was, and they just started shooting in the daggum field where I was, and one of the BBs accidentally hit me on top of the head, and I had to get up. Now, I did have another incoming thing with one dude sitting there, and I was about to shoot him, and 2 more dudes came up there. Well, I was using this, my AEG M4. All I did was flip this sucker to full auto, and I blasted them, and they couldn't even find me. They was walking out trying to look where I was. That's one good thing about your AEG. Now, prices can vary from different prices to different little airsoft stations or airsoft markets, or how can I say, airsoft places online. Some of them be more expensive, some of them be more cheaper. Just different sites vary. I'm gonna tell y'all a pretty good site. They don't got a bunch of stuff on there right now, but they probably will have in about 30 days or 2 months. It is Airsoft Marketplace. That's where I got my AEG M4 from. On there, it's about $60 to $75. I got it in the mystery box. I paid $80 plus shipping for it. It actually came with the little foregrip. Came with 2 mags. Came with the little light, which I just got on there because it sort of looks a little good. And came with about 3 batteries. Pretty good. But now, let me tell you something right here. That gun that I got when it came out the box, shooting around 320 with the 20 gram BBs. If you was to go, let's say on Airsoft GI or Trinity Airsoft, them prices on that M4 AEG would vary about to $120 to $140. So you saved about $40, $50 by going to a different airsoft store that sells the same stuff, and really all it is like buying it from the factory. Now, a good airsoft gun that you can work with is anywhere from 350 up FPS. That's what I'd really range a good airsoft gun into. Now, 300 to 320, 350 are okay airsoft guns. But now if you have like one that shoots about 300 FPS, my M4 did that. It shot 320 FPS. What you want to do is, if you can, and it'll vary you, I paid about $10 for the tight bore barrel. I paid about $40, $45, $50 for the metal gearbox. And you can just get a Swiss Army scope, or you can get an Instar like I do. It's got mil dots on it. And this scope costed about $30. Tight bore barrel, $10, so that's $40. And let's just say $40 for the metal gearbox. So that's about, wrap it up around, say $80 for that and $80 for the gun. But once you do that, this gun will be shooting around 400 to 450 FPS, and it'll be slinging these .20s. Be slinging them out. They'll hit exactly where you want them if you got your scope dialed in the right way. But more stuff that you will need to get for your airsoft. Like I said, you're gonna need to get you some good optics. You can get your bipod or just regular foregrip and just lay on the dell with it. Anything that you're comfortable with. Now, more things that you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go, if you do get a higher FPS gun, you're gonna have to look online or look at your box and the BBs that they recommend for you to use. Some of them say .12s, don't use them. Get a higher grade BB. Go online, get some of the information, all the information you can about your BBs. Because right now I'm using ultra sonic BBs. They're .20s, and they're black. These ones are the ones that I actually only use in the games. Why? Because they shoot so much better, and I like the speed that they come out and the power that they got behind it. As I'm saying with that, another thing that you're going to want to do is find out, how can I say, find out how it shoots with the hop up. You got to hop on every gun. You either move forward for less hop up or back for more hop up. Now, you want to get your hop up set right to where it's doing your BBs. Most of the time, if you go to a good airsoft online that actually sits there and takes time to adjust the hop up and get it shooting good inside and outside, you won't have to deal with it. Like my M4, I didn't have to deal with it. It came right here good, shooting bullets out of it. Awesome. Not literally bullets, BBs, but it's pretty good. I'll make another video on a couple other things y'all would probably like to see. I'm gonna take you a quick look. My M4 and a sniper rifle, and I'll catch y'all back later.